Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack, and today we're going to be reviewing Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. One of my most anticipated movies of the year, if not the most anticipated movie of the year. I was ready to see Luke Skywalker again. You know, Star Wars being my favorite franchise of all time. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie of all time. Out of any movie I've ever watched, that is my favorite for multiple reasons. But anyway, going into this, I was ready to see Luke again. I was ready to get back into the whole Star Wars lore. And did I like this movie? I did like the movie. I thought it was great. Visually awesome. The story was great. The dynamic between Kylo Ren and Rey and Luke and Leia, all of that was amazing. A lot of amazing moments in this movie. But there were some problems with it, in my opinion. Other people may like this kind of stuff, but me, I'm kind of tired of movies thinking that they have to be funny. And this is by far the funniest Star Wars movie that has been made, which kind of was a letdown for me because I don't think that Star Wars movies are meant to be funny and have, jokes in them that are, that's why I didn't like the prequels, because they were, just trying to be jokey all the time and stuff wasn't landing. It just wasn't funny. And I think that's why universally those movies aren't appreciated as much as the original trilogy. Now, I loved Force Awakens, and I thought it was a good, restart into this universe again, into the whole franchise. I thought they did a very great job. And a lot of people say, it's just a remake of Star Wars. It has certain beats that are similar, but that's what made Star Wars so successful. And that's why Force Awakens was successful, because they did follow certain beats. And a lot of people were scared going into this movie, The Last Jedi, thinking it was going to be like The Empire Strikes Back. Is it like Empire Strikes Back? Not at all. This is a complete different kind of Star Wars film. Just like Rogue One was a complete different Star Wars film that we're used to. It was more on the aspect of the actual war that was going on, and seeing the point of view of the rebels in a different way, which I love Rogue One. I thought it was very well done for what they were trying to do. But I love the saga. I love the episodic movies. Those are my favorite. And, Han Solo is coming out in May, and that'll be the 10th movie that we'll have in the Star Wars universe. And I will be doing a top 10 favorite Star Wars movies after I see that one. But anyway, this one ranks pretty high because I think it was a good callback to Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill did an awesome job as Luke. If you like Luke from the original trilogy, you'll love him in this. Even though the jokes kind of don't land all the time, and that's really one of the major problems with the movie, is that throughout the whole movie they trying to make it funny and putting in these jokes that almost make it like a spoof of Star Wars and not actual Star Wars, which was scaring me because I was afraid that I wasn't going to like this movie because of that. But it did not make me not like the movie. I still love this movie. I thought it was awesome. And like I said, I need to see it again to give my real honest opinion, because now I know what's coming. And there are a lot of surprise moments in this movie. If you are a Star Wars fan, you will love this movie. I definitely suggest that you go out and see it in the theaters, because it's stunning visually, and the direction and the acting. And to see Carrie Fisher again, even though I have a problem with a couple of her scenes, which I'll get into my spoilers review, but to see her before she died, you get to see her in Star Wars again. It was just so great for me, and I'm glad they did a fine job with portraying her character and her as an actress in this movie. I thought they did very well. Luke, like I said, was great and awesome. Finn and Rose, this new character Rose, They have kind of like a little subplot going on with them. I didn't care too much for that. I thought it made the movie a little bit longer, and this is the longest Star Wars movie in history. It's 2.5 hours, but granted, it did not feel like 2.5 hours. I mean, it's action-packed from beginning to end, don't get me wrong, but the whole Finn and Rose thing I really didn't care for that much. I thought they misused Captain Phasma. I thought that they should have done more with her, because they didn't do a lot with her in The Force Awakens, which I was disappointed with. And they said that people that were disappointed in Force Awakens, Brian Johnson promised us that we were going to be happy with this one. And personally, I wasn't happy with it. But yet again, these are all just little nitpicks that there are things I didn't like about the movie. But overall, in general, a wonderful Star Wars movie. It's different from the other ones, so I'll give it that. But it was good to see Luke back in form, and Mark Hamill portrayed Luke just like it was right out of the original trilogy. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, then you will love this movie. So as of right now, I give it a 7.5 on my ranking scale. But like I said, I feel that that's going to go higher, because I just got out of the movie. So this is just a natural first reaction to it, just because I didn't like the humor in it and some of the directions that they took the story. But other than that, I loved everything about the movie. But anyway, trailing along, I'm starting to rant, but I'll get into more in my spoilers review coming Monday or Tuesday, so keep your eyes out for that. Remember to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping.